Here we are 1 year later with this greenhouse. A lot has changed. Backyard's a bit of a mess, excuse the mess, but there's a lot to see. Let's check it out. It's been a year, a little over a year, and some change. And there's been a lot of change in general. As you can see, the frame is sturdy. It's not going anywhere. We get winds up to 25 miles an hour in this bad boy. I previously put some expanding foam along the whole perimeter, which sort of acts as a glue, really good glue, because essentially it's epoxy. We got all the weeds here. I've just been neglecting the backyard. It's been very hot. So as you can see, it's still nice and sturdy. One thing I can tell you is I got tons of weeds in here. I mean, the weeds are just everywhere. I had irrigation system in here. I had to disassemble it, and I didn't have to disassemble it. The box, the actual timer box broke and it stopped working, and I haven't bought a new one. I'm hand watering at the moment, and so I've lost a lot of trees. My calandra is completely gone here. It's still got some flex to it, but yeah, it's gonna go in the shade here. I'm losing a lot of plants. All my Premnas got a little too. All these little new Premnas back okay, but it's too hot in here. The only thing's thriving is the weeds. So we're gonna take some time. I'm gonna get rid of all the weeds in here. And this big giant rain tree as well, we're gonna be giving that a trim, because I think it's time that we actually try to do something with this thing, get it started in its bonsai journey. And here's our Bonneville that we repotted last week. Any signs of new growth? Perhaps, yeah, I see maybe some buds starting to pop here. And in the greenhouse here, it's not gonna skip a beat. So let's get rid of all these weeds, man, because it's time. This here's my baobab tree, baobab, whatever you want to call it. It's got to go in the greenhouse, but it's too big. And I want to eventually cut it down a little more, but I want this to thicken up. I thought maybe just give it a little cut up here would be great. So we're going to cut this down just a little bit so it can fit. I wonder if I can just put that into dirt and it'll grow. This branch is thickening up a little too fast. I'll let that go. And then I'll bring this down too. Matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and bring this There we go. Baobab. I'll just fill up. It should be good. Back into the greenhouse. Here's a little update on the root cuttings from the mother ficus. Now, about a year ago, we put together this one, which did really well. Grew lots of new leaves, and in the summer heat, didn't get watered. Completely gone. This was a nice little root over rock thing that we had going. I started seeing the decline. It was in the greenhouse where the sprinklers had failed. And I tried to get to it, water it as much as I could. A lot of the top foliage wasn't looking great. Completely died off. And here's another one of the root cuttings. And as you can see, it did a lot, very much similar to this. This one looks like it bounced back. So all this top growth is definitely gone. Crazy. Meanwhile, mother ficus is chilling. All right, and that's the 1 year update on this greenhouse, which is looking great again. We've got the new mat in, and make sure to wet that down when you do waterings. That's gonna dry up and create humidity inside your room here. I hung up my thermometer, which was long deserved. All the digital ones started failing. I had digital ones all over the place, and I would replace the batteries, but then eventually the insides would fail. Those weren't long-term great things, but after a year of collecting data, at least understanding the little different micro temperatures and microclimates we have, I pretty much have a lockdown on what temperature is what, in a sense. I couldn't write it all down, but I can tell you this is cooler over on this side than it is on that side. You know what I mean? But anyways, I think that's it for today's video. If you like our videos, give us a like if you like. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Be cool, stay hip, get yourself a hobby. Bye.